Today we're rockhounding for topaz up there.
Pretty cool. Today we're in a town called Grants in the northern part of New Mexico, and way up there in those hills is supposed to be topaz crystals, which I'm really excited to find because I've never found topaz before.
I think my best bet is to get to that loose gravel right up there and examine it.
On my hike up, I find some small bits of obsidian, which is awesome because if I don't find the topaz, I'll at least not come home empty-handed. The problem I come up against most often when I collect new gemstones is that I don't know what to look for. For all I know, I could be walking right on top of them as I hike, but for now I'm finding no luck.
Not too much here so far. I may have to go higher, and I'm interested in this hilltop right there.
So let's talk about topaz. Most people picture this nice blue stone, this crystal right here. While blue topaz is the most common color, today we're looking for this peach, almost orangish, pinkish color topaz, which is the second most common color. When I come to the top of the hill, I find all of these broken up smaller stones on larger boulders, which makes me think that other rockhounds have been up here chopping this stuff up because it doesn't look natural.
So someone's been up here, and this is the only rock that has any mineralization in it that I can find. And whoever's been up here has been cutting through this, so this is what I'm going to look through.
So I'm going to follow these clues and start chopping up this really vascular rock with all these holes in it. Usually holes within rock means that it's got some space for crystals to form. And I've been reading online about this location. I know that the crystals here are supposed to be very small. And when I look really closely inside those cavities, I find my first piece of topaz. There it is right there. Can you see it? Now, once I find my first piece of topaz, it's a very simple thing to know what I'm looking out for now. And now that I know what to look for, I'm finding more and more of these small topaz gemstones.
So we're looking for rocks with these bubbles, this vascular pattern in it, because that's where the crystals are going to grow.
I mean, apparently, that's basically what I just found out right here. I'm no expert really, but this is what I'm finding. And now I want to show you my best find of the day. Check out this really clear piece of topaz right on the corner of this rock right here. It's probably the longest that I've found here, even though it's just basically a couple of millimeters.
Impressive.
Or as impressive as this is to somebody who likes this sort of stuff. Now, the one thing that you do have to be careful about is this stuff is so fragile that while you're digging it out, you're very likely to break a lot of these crystals. Especially since they're so small and I have no idea where the crystal cavities are supposed to be. I'm just kind of going at this with my hammer.
I think I broke that one.
Okay, here's one that's really interesting. I wanted to show it to you. You see that stain, that orange swath of iron? There's a really nice topaz crystal right in the middle. Can you see it? I'm not going to put an arrow up because I think it's clear enough. I got lucky with that one because it was right in the seam, right where the hammer came down and cleft the rock. So it's really visible. So at the end of the day, I'm probably only going to keep like one or two of these things. It's topaz, it is a crystal gemstone, but I can't really make anything of it, and it's not going to display incredibly well. But I worked hard to find it, and it was a lot of fun to find. So I'm going to call that a successful rockhounding expedition. I don't know that I've found any display-worthy pieces today, but it is my first time ever finding topaz, so I can cross that off my list. New Mexico topaz. Pretty cool.